why business knowledge isn't enough. And I want to tell you a very quick story. I like what I said, I've been in business for many years. In fact, my interest in business started in very, very long time ago, like, 2004, 2005. Some of you might not even be born yet, which is crazy. So 2004, 2005 was the first time I started uh, like the interest in business, and so I studied in school business management, like it's a masteral degree. And so I'm an engineering graduate. So imagine, kind of like, engineers are not really trained to be business people, right? So we are trained to become employees. And so that's kind of like when it started. So I went to apply and studied business management, engineering business management, and I learned all the theoretical stuff, basically, like, how to do business plan strategies and things like that. And so that's kind of like, after I did that, and I didn't finish my masteral degree for business management because I had to, from Philippines, I had to move to Singapore. And so I didn't continue. But in Singapore, another opportunity I had was to learn again about entrepreneurship. And so that's when in 2009, during the financial crisis, I was retrenched. And then I was thinking, okay, I think it's time to look at business again. And I went and signed up for an entrepreneurship program in 2009. And in this program, it's more of a, like, rah-rah kind of program. It's like it hypes you up. It makes you feel like, oh, I'm motivated. I'm gonna start my own business. That's kind of like how it is. But it also teaches some tactics. So I started learning about how what kind of tactics can I use to start my business because of what I've learned. And then, the hype. So I was like energetic. I started my first ever business in 2010, and so that's kind of like the result of that. So I was like really, really, really motivated to start something, and I started frozen yogurt business in 2010. It was like really a new experience, from being an employee to becoming an entrepreneur. A lot of things was new. A lot of things was mind blowing. Like how I was earning, how the business was earning in a day was equal to what I was earning as a salary in 1 month. So those things are like, wow, like very shocking to me. It was a good feeling when I experienced that, and so it's like, wow, this is really, different. This is it. But later on, the business didn't do well, and eventually kind of like failed. And then so I lose a lot of money from that business. In fact, not only money, other things as well. And so it made me realize that, oh, okay, even though I studied business management in school, like, the theoretical stuff, and then I went into this entrepreneurship program in 2009, that wasn't really enough to 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 make me successful in business. So I think that's why this question is really important, especially for people who are starting, who wants to start their business, to really understand what is really important to know about starting a business. So that's what I'm going to be answering. After starting and being involved in at least 8 different businesses, what I have learned is the important thing is to have that mindset. And not only me. So after in this journey, this very, very long journey, what I've learned is that successful people, like those who have been in business for like 20, 30 years, and their business is quite successful, what they would also say is that you gotta have the right mindset in order to be successful in business. So that's what I want to share. Like, and when I say mindset, what are we talking about here? So mindset, basically those mental frameworks, the frameworks that you have inside your mind. How is your mind processing things? And that's kind of like the mindset that we are talking about. So a few things that might be familiar to you. You've heard of this before. It's important to have that tenacity. You need to be tenacious when you start a business. And before I continue, by the way, so if you have any questions, since this is Q&A, if you have any questions about business or yourself as an entrepreneur, feel free to post it in the chat, and we will go through that later. So let me continue. So mindset, so tenacity, right? So you need to be tenacious. So when you start your business, you need to have this way of thinking that you are going to be doing whatever you need to do in order to succeed. And of course, not everyone would have this kind of like way of thinking. So especially there is the employee mindset, and then there's the entrepreneurial mindset, right? So the employee mindset typically would have, and I know because I've been an employee before, would have this way of thinking that, okay, just tell me what to do and I will do it, right? They're always waiting. Okay, tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. Then I will do that. So once you step into entrepreneurship, once you become an entrepreneur, it's different now. So you need to think for yourself. And so that's the next thing that you need to understand as an entrepreneur, having a more proactive kind of like mindset. So proactive meaning thinking ahead for yourself. Like, okay, what do I need to do in order to be more successful in business? And another simple thing, so I'm sharing, it can go deep, this conversation about mindset. So I'm sharing just a few things so that you can have a different view and framework later on. Another thing is long-term thinking. Let me unpack that long-term thinking. So what I realized and noticed, because as a coach, I work with people who wants to start their own business as well, and people who have probably started their business and it's not doing well. And so what I notice is that some of these entrepreneurs have kind of like a short-term thinking. And what I mean by that is that let's say, for example, they start a business because they saw the opportunity to earn money, right? So, okay, like, for example, affiliate marketing. So it's kind of like a buzzword now for like a few years. And then say, oh, affiliate marketing is easy to earn money from affiliate marketing. And so they would go into business thinking, oh, I can easily earn money from the business. And so that's kind of like an example of a short-term thinking. So when you start a business, you need to look at maybe 3 to 5 years down the road. If you can even imagine, like, okay, 10 years time, what is this business going to be, or how does it look like?
Oh, hey there. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember to click the bell button so you get updated of the new videos. See you in the next one.